Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over tax settings, okay? So when it comes to the tax settings, we want to make sure that Amazon is collecting the taxes for us on the sales that we make within the platform. As you know, when you were setting up your account, one of the things you did was you got tax exempt, right? Not only that you got tax exempt with your suppliers, but you also have to make sure that you are also collecting those tax dollars on the Amazon platform as well too, because you're going to have to pay those tax dollars to the states that you got tax exempt with, and you definitely don't want that money to come out of your pocket, correct? So what you need to do is you need to go back to your settings, go to settings, and then click on tax settings. Now when you click on that, it's going to bring you to this page, okay? And what you want to do is you want to click on this add state button, and you want to make sure that you're selecting all the states that you got tax exempt with, okay? Not only the states that you had to obtain the resale certificates with, but also the states that were no nexus as well too, because you want to collect those tax dollars, right? So what you want to do is you definitely want to go, once you add all the states, Amazon's going to be collecting all the state taxes for you, okay, for all the states that you add on here, okay? So that's very important, because otherwise, if you don't do this, for example, like Florida, for example, you obtain a resale certificate with the state of Florida, and you told them that you were going to be selling products and services, and you didn't pay those taxes, all right, when you purchased the products from your suppliers, okay? But you still need to make sure that the state get their tax money, because as a reseller, they're not expecting you to pay the tax dollars directly, but they're expecting their money when you make sales, right? So you need to make sure that within the Amazon platform, you're collecting those tax dollars for the state of Florida, and so on and so on for all the other states as well too, okay? So once you go here and you select the states, Amazon's going to start collecting those tax dollars. What you also need to do is you need to also input your state registration number. So for example, when you select all of these states, some of these states are going to pop up with a blank section like this, and it's going to ask you to input the state registration number, and you would have gotten that from the state itself when you were obtaining the proper paperwork, okay? So you're going to fill in all those information here. Also for New York, Amazon, you're going to need to input the number for New York services, because when you go here, there's New York, but you also need to make sure that you're also adding New York services as well, okay? So once you've done all of this and you have all of these states here, and you've also put in the tax registration number for the states that require it within the system, you need to scroll down, okay? And the default product tax code, you want to select agent tax, okay? Now everything that I'm teaching you and I'm telling you guys is based on my experience and what's worked for my clients and my students. By no way am I a tax professional, nor am I licensed to give you tax advice. So feel free to consult with your CPA on this. I'm just telling you things that has worked for me, and how I go about running my business, and how several of our clients and our students are doing this, okay? So you want to make sure you set that up, and it's very simple. You just go all the way to the bottom and you just click Save Settings, okay? But this is extremely important that you do this, because you're gonna need to make sure that you're collecting those tax dollars, okay? So you can remit it to the states. All right, with that being said, congratulations on completing week 1, and I'll see you guys on week 2.